Well, how can we jump into this without talking about the bike you rode today?
Holy heck. You should have. I wish you could have been there.
Dude, I would have loved to be there.
It was a rocket ship. Wait until you ride it.
Oh.
I came off the track and James goes, "Oh, that's the first time I've seen you smile in a little while." I was just like,
wow, what a compliment.
It's insane. The best analogy I could give is that you ever watch those racing boats where they just kind of start to catch air?
Yes.
A little bit at a time, then all of a sudden they're flying away.
Yep.
That's what this bike does. It goes to take off and you go to like shift from third to fourth and it just keeps going and it's like you're going to take flight.
So this is a straight rhythm bike for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about. This video is going to come out tomorrow, aka Thursday. The video of that 125 is going to come out on Saturday.
Okay. I think James got a lot of really good riding footage today. I was getting saucy with it. I felt pretty good.
I'm excited.
I think as long as he didn't botch the footage, which I saw some clips, I think it looked quite nice. I think it's going to be a sweet video. So what we did, have we said any of this on the podcast yet of what we've done to this bike?
Not a thing.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell that story quick because this is kind of cool. So I have an engine builder from when I first turned pro, Todd at TLR Performance down in Florida. Todd did my motors when I was, 16, 17, 18 years old. Very conservative motors because I didn't have any money, but he would do everything for free for me and just make the bike a little bit better and super reliable so that I could just show up, change the oil and filter, put pump gas in it and be on my way. So I raced this bike at straight rhythm, doesn't run at all. And I get connected with Todd again. I only live 2 hours from him now. I'm like, this is the perfect guy. Back when I raced, he did my Hondas and Cowies, but I know that he is really high level when it comes to two strokes. So I'm just like, okay, perfect. I'm going to bring it to him, which we ended up doing. Who drove with me? James. James went with me. We road tripped across the state of Florida to Sebastian, Florida, dropped it off at TLR. He put it right on the dyno as soon as we got there, which was super interesting. The first thing he goes is, all right, let's take this power valve out. And it was 8 horsepower faster with the power valve out. But then he says, okay, well, this scares me a little bit that it'd make that big of a difference. I thought it was gonna make a little bit, but it shouldn't have made that big of a difference. So we ended up leaving the bike with him and he sends us a text 24 hours later and he goes, I worked on this thing all day long. I couldn't stop doing it. I was having so much fun. James, do you remember what he said he did?
Crank.
He did a crank.
Put a 125 head on it.
Put a 125 head on it. Ported it.
I'm assuming a piston.
Piston.
And switched the fuel.
Put MRX O2 fuel in it.
And tuned it.
And then tuned it to all of that. And according to his dyno reading, it read at
48.
48? That's incredible. So that's a 150. I don't know what they come stock, but it couldn't be anywhere close to that.
Well, for reference, I believe a stock, I'll Google it, but I'm pretty sure a stock 450 is like 52.
Huh?
Hang on. Maybe it's 60. Hang on. I know. Yeah. Can I say this? I don't know. Hunter told me.
I don't know anything about
once upon a
numbers.
time that the factory Honda 250 is 51.
Holy cow. I mean, honestly, when you ride it though, it feels that fast in the mid-range. So when the bottom end is pretty good, but when you shift from third to fourth, it's like, holy cow, hold on. And the mid-range power in fourth gear is incredible. I think that bike, it's got to be way faster than my 250F that I'm practicing at the dog pound right now. Got to be.
Dude, stock Honda 450 is 54 horsepower.
Wow. What's a stock Honda 250? Can you look that up quick?
I can.
That's what I'm curious.
Honda 250 horsepower 41. Oh, dude. That's ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah, and it now, could a dyno be off? Sure, I saw the numbers. I did see that number. I don't know what I'm sure now there's gonna be a ton of comments, and we're gonna thumbnail this thing 48 horsepower, 125, even though it's a 150. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
but
forgive us.
After riding it today, it feels all of that fast, and it's so light. It is so light. It's incredible. Like, I was doing whips on it today. I could take off totally straight and just be like, boop, and then all of a sudden I'm upside down in a whip. So I'm excited for you guys to see the YouTube video of me riding that thing. The only bummer was, as soon as I got off of it, the entire plan was, okay, the thing sucked at straight rhythm, but all that did was create a cool storyline where now we will make the bike good, of course, and then give it away. So it creates a great storyline for a giveaway bike, but now I'm like, oh, do I really want to give it away? Because it's so one of a kind, and now it's straight up the fastest two-stroke I've ever ridden. But we have to give it away. So stay tuned on that announcement. But yeah, first, Cam, you have to ride it.
Yeah,
all of Team Moto
Cam
Academy will have to ride it.
Just keep the thing.
Well, I could always order another one, and then Todd is 2 hours away. So
Crazy.
That's the good news. It's incredible. And what's amazing about it, too, is that custom chassis handles unbelievably well, considering it's a made-up chassis. It's not even it's fully custom. Everything about it. It was cut in like 7 different places to make that motor fit properly. But it handles very similar to the new Honda chassis.
Dude.
Which in my opinion, I love.
Oh, yeah, I really want to ride that bike. Okay, so at Straight Rhythm, we spent 3 days playing with the carburetor. Is it still the Mikuni on there?
It's still the Mikuni, yeah. So
what?
Now, when I picked it up, Todd was sick, so it was his assistant that handed me the bike, and I just saw the dyno numbers, and Todd just sent me the text kind of generally saying what he did to it. So I still don't know what the problem was, but I think the biggest problem was whatever was in it was used, which I didn't know, and the power valve was a huge issue. In the mid-range, with the power valve set where it was, it would do this on the dyno and just do a U-shape and drop down. And when you took that power valve out, you can make adjustments on it, but when you took it out, it did this. And in that mid-range, there was an 8 horsepower increase. So that alone, if we had thought to have done that at Straight Rhythm, and do you know Jeremiah?
Yep. Yeah, he was at your wedding.
Jeremiah sent me a text on Friday when we were at Straight Rhythm, and he said, take the power valve out.
And we didn't. I love that you're telling me now. You're only 2 months late.
I should have trusted Jeremiah.
Unreal. Of course he said that.
Yeah, Jeremiah can fix anything at any time, always. He's incredible. But yeah, in my head, I'm like, well, Mitch Payton didn't suggest it. Like, you know, I guess. The problem was everybody was so stuck on thinking it was the carb. Oh well, it runs incredible now, and Tampa MX is the most fun 125 track ever because everything's just like scrub this rail outside here, whip off this. It was fun,
dude.
It was really fun.
I'm just so glad. Like, I just remember after Straight Rhythm, you're like, let's sell the thing. I don't even want to take it home, and I was like, but man, wouldn't it be cool to see what this bike would be capable of? Because this all started when you rode the KTM 250 SX in the Honda 450 chassis.
And loved it.
And it was epic, right? And I was like, this whole time, I'm like, man, a 250 with a 150 in it would have to be better. It would have to be better because it'd be so much lighter. I don't love 252 strokes personally. Don't hate me. But, oh man. Dude, and here's what's crazy. The system we have going on right now, by the way, behind the scenes look, since Rye Guy is still recovering, he can't quite hold a camera yet. James is down there filming everything and sending us the footage. So I'm just getting footage to download, right? And then edit. And dude, the second I downloaded the footage of you guys picking up the bike, the sound of it alone, I'm like, it sounds like a dirt bike again.
Yeah. You could tell right away.
Right away. And I'm in
and then when we took it down the street, I was like, oh my God. You could just tell right away. So I am very excited, and I'm also excited to announce publicly what the plan is for the giveaway, because I think that's going to be pretty epic as well, and something that nobody has done for a bike giveaway. Because the bike giveaways were getting a little played out. Because let's face it, everybody copied my system, and then now I think that the way we're going to do it is really unique. The only thing, I'm just going to have to order another one. And maybe what I do is I just get a 125 version of it, a 250 version, and a 500 version of it. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's
Because
a logical.
now
way
we
to
know
do it.
somebody can tune them. That is a lot of money. That'd be $45,000.
Yeah, but it'd be a fun $45,000.
It would be a fun $45,000.
If you guys are enjoying these podcast clips and you want to watch full episodes, you can subscribe at club.themotoacademy.com.